Happy holidays from all of us here at Newsnight 13.
The former chairman of the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Committee is applauding the decision to name Tuesday's parade in honor of former Junkanooer and meteorologist, the late Donna Duncombe. Derek King led the local committee for the past 12 years and says during his tenure, Donna Duncombe was a tremendous asset to the committee, not just as a leader in the Junkanoo circle, but as a meteorologist as well. He calls it a fitting honor.
This time the weather is always unstable in Grand Bahama, and Donna would be the person that we would rely on to tell us whether we can go or we have to postpone the parade. And you know, Wellington Moutry, who worked at the airport company at the time, he would always call Donna. We would put her on speakerphone with the minister responsible and all of the stakeholders. And if Donna Duncombe said, gentlemen, you know, I think you should postpone that parade, then we would postpone the parade.
Now, King says his affiliation with the late honoree began in the 1980s when they both served as members of the Classic Dancers group. He says for those who knew and worked with Donna Duncombe, this parade will be a tough one because she was a true Junkanooer at heart.
Even when she did not have the strength to really rush, Donna came out, and it's going to be an emotional parade because I recall seeing her, you know, the last time on the route was not rushing but cheering her group on. So the fact that Donna is not here, we know that Donna will be there in spirit, and I am elated that the present Junkanoo Committee has decided to name the parade in her honor, especially, you know, since she is just passed and they did not prolong this. She has given a lot to the Junkanoo culture, and I think this is a fitting honor.
Now, the Donna Duncombe New Year's Junkanoo Parade will feature more than 10 groups, among them a newcomer to the parade route, a group called Showtime. And as you'll hear in this report, the new kids on the block say they are ready for the showdown.
Well, we just felt that it's something that we wanted to do, and we just went out there and did it. No big deal to it, nothing to it, no personal feel, just something that we wanted to do, and here we are.
And it's with that same confidence that members of the newest Junkanoo group, Showtime, plan to take over the streets of Pioneers Way by storm. Group leader Terry Walgu says 120 persons are a part of Showtime, and with just a few days left before the parade, he says they are ready.
We're eager and anxious, you know, but we're not panicking, and by no chance are we giving in. We're coming to win, and we are not going to say, oh, this is our first time that we expect to just take part. We're not about taking part. We're about winning the parade, and trust me, they'd better take us serious. We wanted to target people that were not attracted to other groups. We wanted to target other young. We want a good mixture of youth and adults, and we think we got that.
Walgu says first place is their only option.
We have a lot of first-time Junkanooers, so with that you're going to get some pain. We have a lot of young people. Again, you're going to have some growing pain. And then the Junkanoo market is not that great in Grand Bahama, so you got to take whatever you got. So it's always difficult, but we're not going to complain. We're going to work with what we have, and we will be ready.
He's leaving these words with his fellow competitors.
But I'm not worried about the competitors, you know. They have to worry about me. I'm not worried about them, you know. We have nothing to lose. We're going out first time, or we expect them to be good, and that's all we're going to say about them. But to be worried about them, no, we're not worried. We feel that if we execute and do the things that the rules are set out to do, we'll be quite okay. And as you can see, we're not playing.
The countdown is on to the end of 2012, and as we approach the start of a new year, a group of local churches are teaming up to usher in 2013 in a special way. The non-denominational watch night service is set for Monday night at the Grand Lucayan Resort beginning at 9 p.m. under the theme, I Must Cross Over. Pastor of Kingdom Worship Center Kermit Saunders says it is expected to be a massive gathering of the saints.
I believe that it's important for us to begin to show this community that there is a group of leaders who are coming together, who have a great rapport and a great friendship, and we're coming together and we're going to do our part in creating an atmosphere that God can show himself mighty and strong.
Well, 7 local churches will be involved in the Watch Night explosion this year. Bishop Ricardo Grant of Universal Households of Faith and Pastor Ricardo Davis of House of Prayer Ministries are expecting a mighty move of God.
Focus for this particular move is a crossover and understanding that getting all of the specifics in which the master is going to kind of speak to us in the crossover, so that we're moving with instructions, we're moving decisively and specifically, even as we come to celebrate the fact that God has favored us, that we can see the close of another year and the beginning of a new year.
When we speak about burden, when we speak about stress, when we speak about all the issues and the vicissitudes of life that people face, it all comes back to the soul. And this is one of the areas that we will be focusing on, that lives will be changed.
This major coming together of the saints has taken place for the past 3 years, and organizers say they're expecting up to 4,000 people to attend this year. And this year has been a very busy one for one of Grand Bahama's leading choirs. The Grand Bahama Youth Choir is boasting of a successful Christmas extravaganza held on December 20th at the Church of the Ascension. That event capping off the year of events and special performances. Now, the choir's artistic director, Kevin Tomlinson, says they're expecting some new doors of opportunity to open for the choir come 2013.
Excited because this year we brought some more people on board who have really been effective with working with the children, like Ms. Erica Ware and some other persons who have really put a lot of energy into it. And I am excited because next year we have so many projects on board, as well as our travels once again. And we are partnering with a school in Detroit where we are going to actually start our exchange program. And so it's a lot of opportunities for the kids. And so I'm very excited about it.
Well, the Ministry of Tourism's Cacique Award ceremony is less than a month away. The recognition ceremony honors exemplary employees or organizations whose performance or products have consistently made a positive impact on the tourism sector. UNAXO here on Grand Bahama was nominated in the category of Sustainable Tourism, and Renato Sweeting of the Grand Lucine Resort was nominated for the Supervisor of the Year. Winners will be selected from a field of nominees from throughout the country. The awards will be presented at the Rainforest ceremony in New Providence on January 27th.
Tell you what, 2012 is about to close out. 2013 is going to come, and hopefully we get to 2013. We'll be able to do this thing without a hitch.
Yes, definitely.
Okay? All right, ready to roll?
Definitely. And a special happy birthday to my nephew, Warrell Russell Jr.
Yeah?
He turned 20. Auntie loves you. She still can spank you.
20?
20.
Girl, you can get body slam right. Oh, and Berto Deal is also retiring. She's going to call it quits.
Oh, congratulations. Take me with you.
Okay, you go.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at Newsnight 13. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team,
Obrigado, live boy.
I'm Shasheena. Rolle. Have a great evening.
News in the making, call ZNS News at 351-3430.